You know, we started out a little jittery. We took Kelly Thompson out, and that was our game plan. We were face guarding her. The person on her had no help responsibilities. And then they kind of got loose there. They were driving. Their posts were getting loose. They got layups. And it was a good start for them. They did a nice job when she was gone. But I kept telling our kids, look, just keep running. Okay, run your offense, run the fast break, run them. And our plan was to eventually wear them down. Right around that 10-minute mark, the jitters were out a little bit. We got in a flow. Diva hit 2 high post jump shots right away. We got in that scoring column, and then we got back on track. And we were down 2, and then it would be tied for a little bit. They were up 1, down 1, and then we just didn't look back. And our defense really stepped it up, I thought, when we locked down the post a little bit better, and they couldn't find Thompson.
Coming into this game, obviously you guys are facing a team that beat you twice in the regular season. And, yeah, I know you guys had a lot of confidence coming into this game. How does that work with the team sweeping you in the regular season? Yeah, I think top to bottom on the roster, you guys had a confidence coming into this game. Why is that?
Selective memory. You can't it's season 3. In season 3, it's a 3-game race. Everybody was 0-0 in season 3. This is how we started out. So, yeah, you learn from it. We watch a lot of film. We make sure that we made the adjustments we made that we didn't do in the second or first game. And, you know, that's what it's all about. It's really not about changing everything, but it's tweaking a few things. The one thing that was obvious was we took out Thompson. And she's been the silent killer against us. She's a fantastic player. And one of the best in our conference leading scorer. She had 29 against us and had the great old board putback at our place. Or actually, we fouled her, and we just wanted to make somebody else beat us. Now, that being said, Vernon's a terrific freshman, and they've got very good players, so they're going to be back for a while. But we just felt our adjustment was to take Thompson out and try to just D up the other players.
Coach, how important were those the 2 3-pointers there at half? It seemed like it could go either way, and then to go in with the momentum seemed to really buoy you guys.
You know, there was a 1 or 2 point advantage either team going into that. And Caroline got a little bit of room, and we were a little bit stagnant on that possession, if you remember. And Caroline just turned and faced it, gave her a little room, and she had a nice 3. We go down and get a great defensive stand, and we run what we call our last play. It's about 8-9 seconds or less. We run it in practice, and they ran it to perfection. And they did a very nice job and the key is that the person throwing it in. So they did a nice job. Tish threw it in, found Bryce, and Caroline got loose, hit 2 threes. And it was just a very well-executed play by our players.
Coach, towards the end, they get that little bit of a rush on you guys. It looks like they're getting the momentum, kind of maybe turning it around. You guys were able to get into the media timeout. What did you tell the players at that point? Just
finish the game. You know, they did a nice job on their inbound. We went under the handoff, and the kid hit a 3. So it was 57-60, or it was a 3-point game at that point. And we had to finish the game. And so you get them all in. You know, the momentum swinging a little bit. But I told them, look, all you need is a stop. You know, go get a score, then a stop, board put back, and then we're going to be shooting free throws. The biggest thing is that's been our Achilles heel, and we shot in the 80s, and I believe it was 84% from the free throw line. And that was a difference. You know, traditionally we haven't gone to the line much, and that was this year. I credit our players, 21 for 25 from the free throw line, and I think that might have been the most free throws we shot in a game. They did a great job of drawing fouls, board putbacks, and then finishing that. And I thought that was the difference in the game.
You mentioned taking out Kelly Thompson, which by itself is hard enough, but then you managed to take out Varen on top of that. How are your players able to handle both responsibilities so well?
Varen is very good, and she's still got 19 and 9 on us, and she just finds a way. She's a heck of a freshman. I think we got some post players that match up a little bit with her, so we were able to, you know, maybe limit her touches a little bit or keep her off the boards. But, you know, when it was time for her to play, she played. So getting 19 and 9, I'm not sure we neutralized her much. She's 7 for 13, 5 for 6 from the line. She's just a heck of a player. But then not having the 1-2 punch, I think that's what helped us, because if you watch film and you've seen him a bunch, God, Thompson, Varen, it's a very good 1-2 punch. And then some of the other ones, Miller will take, a couple threes and hit them. The point guard will take a couple threes and hit them, and they're very good at that. We took the greater of two evils in Thompson, and God, she's a heck of a player, and I think she'll be playing at the next level. But we took our chance in that and adjusted and said, all right, everybody else is one-on-one, and we got to score more points.
Coach, Antisha Brown comes in mid-season, and she meshed really well with the team immediately, it seemed like tonight, and obviously tonight she was a big factor. How much of that is her, and how much in her temperament, and how much is it just having the year under her belt playing with the girls off the court?
Right. Having the year really helped. When she transferred mid-season, but she was with our kids all the time. She practiced with our kids all the time, and December couldn't have come soon enough for her. She's a terrific high-energy kid. She's a New Mexico kid. It's great to have her on our side. It really is. And having 2 more years now and finishing this season off, she's terrific. She brings a lot of spirit. She brings a lot of enthusiasm. And her defense was terrific. And everybody will see the 21 points, but for the most part with her in there, her responsibility was to guard Thompson. And to be your leading scorer and guard the opponent's leading scorer is not easy to do. And she did a terrific job with it, as well as the rest of the committee that switched off on her.
Coach, and just talk about the opportunity to bring her to UNM. I mean, she comes out of Clovis and goes to Texas Tech and doesn't get the opportunity there. You're able to bring her to New Mexico. Just talk about that opportunity of being able to coach her.
Well, it was a great opportunity because we recruited her early on, and she chose Tech. And we just got an opportunity to get her the second time around. And she's a terrific kid. She's a very good student. I mean, she brings all the intangibles. So the opportunity she saw in New Mexico was as good for her as it was for us. And we had a need for her. She had a need to want to get on the court, and it's just worked out well for us.
One more, the obligatory kind of Pitt West question for you and the fans.
I mean, this is my 13th year coming to the Mountain West tournament, and you get goosebumps every single time. I never get tired of it. I never take it for granted. You never just say, oh, ho-hum, we have 5,000 fans. It is just unbelievable. I get goosebumps with our fans. They are the most loyal fans, I believe, anywhere. And they are just, you can't describe it. You really can't. And being from New Mexico and watching the Lobos play my entire life, it seems like, and especially on the men's side, there's nothing like it. There's just absolutely nothing like it. Steve and I are very good friends. We're each other's biggest fans, and I love New Mexico. I love being part of this program, and you couldn't drag me away if you tried. You just couldn't. It's a pride more than anything else, and I'm just so fortunate. I thank God every day that I'm part of this program.
You talked about the free throws earlier, and then, like you said, you struggle at the line all season. What was it like to get a performance like that against UNLV at the line specifically? It
was terrific, and that shows the grit of our kids. We shoot free throws every day. We don't harp on, don't miss. It's muscle memory. It's repetition. It's saying good things to yourself. It's being positive, and you got to continue to do that. You can't beat yourself up. So you miss the first one, get off the line and say good things to yourself. Basketball is such a quick game that you can't dwell on what happened 2 seconds ago. And they did a nice job of that. They were very, very focused today. And that has to continue for tomorrow's performance because obviously San Diego State's not too bad. But it's a good performance and it's a good focus for our kids.
Can you talk about the matchup against San Diego State? I know the first game it did not go your way at all. They kind of blew you guys out. In the second game, you closed just down 10 points at halftime, and then they were able to blow open the game again. What do you have to do to have a chance?
We have to limit our turnovers, and we can't let our turnovers or even our shots create fast break opportunities for them. Hopkins doesn't have to score, and she's about as good of a point guard as you'll see. I mean, she started at Duke, didn't work out there, came to San Diego State, so she's incredible. Clement is a great 1-2 punch for them, and then Arima is playing very, very well, and so are their other bigs. But again, we got to get in there and be physical and be tough, take it at them, limit our mistakes, and not play on our heels. There's no tomorrow. And our kids are excited to be part of this. Our kids are focused for the next task at hand. And it's not easy, but nothing good comes easy. And, we're going to get there tomorrow and give it our best shot.